Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Today I thought I would turn this Apothecary jar into what you just saw in the preview video. And I wanted to mention something. I get questions sometimes asking what the best base coat is to use over glass. Now, you can use chalk paint, which is what I'm using today, but you want to follow one general rule of thumb. If this is something that you're going to be selling or making for someone else to use, or if you are going to use it a lot, the chalk paint will never stick. It will chip and peel. No matter what you put over it, just over time, it can wear down because this is glass. So there's a product that Zinsser makes, and I will put the link down below this video. And it says right on the can that it's a primer for all surfaces. You do need to do this a day or two in advance, and then do all of your work over the top of that. This bottle that I made, oh my gosh, I can't even remember how old this is. It's 10 or 15 years old. And I decoupaged this using that base coat. I've taken this out and put it away every single Christmas for 10 to 15 years. I know it's longer than 10, probably less than 15. But my point is, this has been through it all, and nothing has chipped or moved, and the reason for that is because of this Zinsser spray paint that you put on. That's what I did. I put that on as the base. I did all of this research and found that out. So one other thing, if you want to purchase that product or any of the products, you know, you never get charged anymore if you do the rest of your shopping while you're over there. If you say to yourself, you know what, I really need to buy this school supply for my son, and you go over to my link to get decoupage glue or this Zinsser cover stain, while you're over there, you can just keep getting more and more products that you need. You don't have to leave the site, and you don't get charged anymore. So I'm going to cover this, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to cover it with chalk paint. And today I'm using the Martha Stewart chalk paint. And I wanted to mention that in my last video, I heard that a lot of people were saying they prefer it when I talk. Just so you know, there's been a lot of construction going on to our house and around our house. It happens to be raining today, so they can't work. When they are working, I can't talk, I can't edit. You can hear all of the banging and hammering, so sometimes I do have to make videos where it's just music and captions. Sorry about that, guys. I do prefer to talk, but this year it's going to be a little tricky. So with all of that said, I'm going to paint this with my Martha Stewart chalk paint and cover the whole surface, and I'll be working on the outside today. I like to use these very small rollers when I am painting surfaces like this. And these aren't the easiest things to find. I will tell you what I normally go to, the art supply section of any craft store, at least here in the States. When you go into that department and you look in the area where they have all of the supplies that you need to do artwork that aren't the mediums, where you can find these smaller roller brushes, and they just tend to give a nice even coverage on the first coat, and they don't leave brush strokes. It does leave a bit of a stone finish, which I love. So I'll finish coating this and put it aside to dry. Now I want to stencil, let me pull back a little, on the side of this. Not all three sides, because I'm going to decoupage a napkin in one area. Now, I don't have, believe it or not, I don't have any napkins that are coffee themed. So I'm going to use these beautiful deer napkins that I got for the winter and didn't use, but I don't mind, I still love them. And the other thing I'm going to do is take a matching color And these are the Maya Gold paints. And I am going to stencil, this is where I mentioned the coffee, this little coffee stencil. I really should tape this, I know. And this is going to get a little tricky right here, so I'll tape it on the next, whoops, on the next side. And another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the area up here and the lid the same color as the paint that I'm doing the stencil with. It's dry, I'll do the other two sides, and then we'll decoupage the front here. Sorry, the camera wasn't filming. The area where I was going to put the napkin, I just took a little bit of iridescent pearl fine medium just to clean this up a little bit, and I'm trying to go for a little bit of a snowy effect. So this might take a little bit longer to dry. I'll put it aside to dry, and then I'm going to decoupage my napkin over this. Little water. So I'm taking some napkin decoupage glue and a very soft bristle brush, and from the center out I'll apply the decoupage glue and adhere the napkin down to the surface. We have a lot of deer out here, so maybe one will stop by and admire my work. Alright, so I'll be back when this dries. So the only thing I'm going to do before I put a top coat on or a varnish, and by the way, the varnish is to protect it yet again, because you always want to have, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for varnish. Well, every car has something called a clear coat over it, and that's because if you simply painted the car would chip like crazy. You need a clear coat over it, over your work, whether that is a matte or satin or high gloss finish, because the top coats are made a lot stronger than the paint. The paint is not made to withstand that, neither is the decoupage glue, to withstand handling and oils and if they get moved around somewhat. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this golden iridescent pearl fine pigment over the piece. Now, it shows you right here, this is not necessarily transparent, so I'm doing other paint work, by the way. Sorry, that is not anything, that's not anything other than paint. So I just want to add a little kind of highlights around the corners. You can see this adds this little bit of a pearl finish. The pearl is actually coming through underneath too, so I don't need too much on the front, but I do want to soften these corners. I already added some around these edges. And I'll just put a little bit up here for continuity. And once this dries, I'm going to use a I'm going to use a high gloss top coat over it because it's got this metallic effect and I'd like to keep that intact. And that just gives a little bit more of a snowy look. So I will be back after this has dried, and I'm going to spray it with triple thick rather than paint the triple thick on. I can spray it and bring it back in and show you how the completed project looks. So here is our finished product. I'm outside, guys, so you might be able to hear a little bit of the background with the planes or birds or someone talking. Sorry about that. But that is our video for the week. And I put a little bit of the clear coat over this, the top coat triple thick, and I added some glitter to it. And that is our video for the week. Since this work is all done on the outside, I'll be able to put some sugar inside of here and keep this around for guests or everyday use. And that's our video, guys. I wanted to thank you for subscribing and thank you for all of your lovely comments. I wish I could get back in touch with everyone, but I can't. I still read all of your comments, and I am over on Facebook at Upcycle with Decoupage. If you'd like to come over and click like and follow on my page, you'll be notified every week when I put new videos out. And I'm also doing a lot more work with acrylic pours and resin, so I will be making a few videos on those too. And I will see you guys next week. There goes the plane. With another video. Thanks again, my friends. Bye-bye.